Hey everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How y'all doing? Well, today is June 21st. First official day of summer in America. And say in Australia and New Zealand, it is officially the first day of winter. Believe it or not. And myself personally, I prefer spring or fall. I'm not really into summer or winter. Summer's too hot, winter's too cold, spring's just warming up, and fall's just cooling down. That's the way I like it. As you can see behind me here, I got one of my tapestries. Story behind that: December 2019, when I left Oregon to go traveling, I think it was December 11th, I ended up um, in San Diego, California. That specific day, December 11th, that was the day I met my first husband, actually, in 1987. So this was December 11th of 2019. I ended up in San Diego, Ocean Beach. I arrived that day. And I think that night was one of the feeds that they normally had. They always had feeds, I think, on Wednesday nights, Saturday mornings, and every other Tuesday at the Catholic Church. This was also around Christmas time too. I forgot. No, I actually got this at the Catholic Church. That the little thing that they had there for all the homeless people in the area. They had a really good spread of food. Um, they were giving out all sorts of stuff. I got me a pair of shoes. I got these socks and a couple other pairs of socks that I still have and wear. I got this blanket and I think a couple hats and some gloves and scarf that I still have as well. But all my walls are in this apartment are bare, and I don't have a hammer, and I don't have any picture hanging class with that you can nail onto the wall to hang pictures or anything. Even though I do have some pictures in there in the front room that need to be hung up. One's a mirror, a couple other things that my coworker and friend Terry gave me. I got a couple things sitting out that she gave me over there in the kitchen above the sink. But I just went and bought some of those like little rubber adhesive holder things. And I just cut like a little slit in the corner with the scissors through the cloth because it's pretty thin, and hung them up on the thing. So at least I feel like I have a background. Oh, and this is my new love seat that I got delivered to me. I think it was last Saturday. So I've had it for a week. So I've been wanting to do this for a minute. So I finally decided to take the time to do it. Normally I have this light on above me, but it was just too bright. It was just like, I don't know. It just seemed like it threw off the whole visual. So I turned it out and it was too dark. Then I turned that other overhead light on in the kitchen. And then I turned this one on because this is what would have normally been the dining room of the house, you know. Its intentions, its intended suggested space usage would have been the dining area since the kitchen's right there. And then back here is the front room, and then over there is my bedroom. But yeah, I think it's cool. I got this little love seat here. Got my big couch over there. Got my little incense table, candle station set up over here. It'll work. It's not like anybody comes and visits me, anyways, but at least it's a little bit more comfortable space for myself, you know? I just wanted to make a couple points about what's going on with world events. Congress has not declared war officially. And I don't know if people know, but if Congress has not declared war, America going to war, we're in an illegal war. And as far as I know, Congress hasn't declared America going to war. So whatever's going on and whatever happened today, that's on the back and dealings of the current POTUS. I think I'm going to share some videos in my community as well that I've run across today that's pretty relevant for what's going on in today's time. And I think people should be aware. My community tab doesn't get a lot of notification, or doesn't get a lot of attention sometimes. Sometimes it does. Um, I don't know. I have in the creator studio. It asked me if I wanted to set up my community page where others could post and whatnot, and I said yes, but I don't know exactly how that works. So maybe one of y'all can test that out for me and come to my page and see if you can post something, or see if there's a option for posting in my community. Let me know. I'm curious. But between the subscribers I here and the friends I have on Facebook, I still have less than 500 people that follow me in both locations. I got 179 friends on Facebook. My Facebook link is on my page here on YouTube. So if you're interested and you have a Facebook and you want to follow me over there, go to the link, send me a friend request, and I'll check you out. Or send me a messenger. Send me a message on Messenger if you want to communicate with me outside of YouTube. Because I really do like to communicate with folks and like to see where people's minds and hearts are at, you know. Because I do have a lot of interesting things to say. Sometimes I think I just don't know how to go about presenting the information in a more presentable way, you know. Because I really don't have the time to try to, you know, get out with the camera and take some nature shots and make videos, or I really don't have the time to try to edit, cut, paste, things like that. I don't have time to do it. It's kind of cool though, but the way people make their videos. And, I could probably try to utilize AI, but I have no interest in utilizing AI for anything. I don't even want to communicate with it, even though I communicate with it by putting in my thoughts via my fingertips, on my phone or on my computer. But as far as my voice and actually talking to it and asking it questions and waiting for another voice to respond to me, no, I don't utilize it in that form or fashion. Last couple of days of work, man. Well, I was off yesterday, but Thursday wasn't as bad as today. My legs was killing me today. Something fierce. But I didn't get up in time. See, that's the thing is, I prefer to work one schedule as far as like the time I'm coming in and the time I'm leaving. I like it to be around close to the same time, within like an hour or two of each other, right? But like this last week, or this week that I'm just getting off of, I had to work 3 days of it nights, till close. So I wouldn't get home till like, say, 10:30 at night. And then I'd stay up till like, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But I wouldn't have to be at work the next day till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I still had, by the time I went to bed, I still had at least 12 hours before I even had to be at work. So I was going to get my sleep and still be able to get up in time to enjoy a little bit of my day before having to go to work. But I closed Thursday night and I stayed up pretty late Thursday night. I got up yesterday at a pretty decent time with about maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep behind me. But I still couldn't wind down in enough time last night to go to sleep. I was in bed, but I was still wide awake at 2 a.m. this morning. And I had to be at work at 9. So, needless to say, I'm a little tired. But I don't have to be at work until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, and I work 10 to 3. And all next weeks, I'm working basically 10 to 3s or 10 to 3s or 10 to 4:30s. 10:30 to 4:30s. I'm still not getting any more hours than I need. I'm only averaging about 28, 29, 30 hours a week. I do have my Cash App link on my channel. My birthday is on Monday, the 23rd, so if anybody wants to show me some love for my birthday, I would be so grateful. I would be like totally ecstatic over the hills if I got a notification and somebody sent me some money in Cash App. Because usually the only time I usually utilize my Cash App is between me and my daughter, or maybe me and one of my daughter's friends or something. Um, or if I need to utilize it to purchase something. But that basically my Cash App card is kind of like my backup. As far as I don't really utilize it unless I need to. So it's just kind of like, a savings account, sort of. But if somebody was to Cash App me from here, off of YouTube or Facebook or whatever, I definitely would be utilizing my Cash App card, for sure. And I don't ever use my phone to pay. I always use my card. But, yeah. So, thanks and many blessings. Another thing I want to ask, and y'all can let me know down in the comment section. As far as my sound is concerned, I need to know if my sound is loud enough, because I've tried to mess with the settings on the sound. And my volume is 100% up all the way on the computer, and it's 100% up all the way when I go to play back the video, but it just doesn't sound loud enough to me. So I just want to know, depending on your device that you utilize, if my volume sounds loud enough to you, or do I need to try to find another additional microphone to utilize when I'm recording on my laptop, because I know my sounds better on my phone as well. When I play it back, it sounds like really normal and loud, except for when I record on my computer, it doesn't seem to be as loud. So just let me know down in the comments. I try to speak up loud, just in case. So I don't want y'all to think I'm yelling or anything. And I already naturally have a voice that travels. So thanks for listening. I just wanted to show y'all my new setup that I'm going to have for when I making videos. If I'm not making videos, more than likely I'm going to be sitting over there on the other side of the couch, on the other couch, simply because that's where all my stuff is, you know. Even though I do have a couple of things over here. But this is going to be more utilized to be my studio area, so to speak. So, peace, love, hugs, snugs, all that good stuff. Smoke it if you got it. Don't pay attention to what's going on the world stage because it's just a clown show anyway. You know, it's just they want to suck your energy from you. Don't give them the pleasure. Put your mind on other things. Put your mind on yourself. Put your mind on your family. Put your mind on other things that are more important because what's going on out in the world, yeah, it's important to a certain extent, but a lot of it's just mind games and them trying to harvest our energy and to enslave us more than we already are. Till the next time, I'm out.